Holy. Everyone. Been a few days. I kinda got caught up on paperwork. Today needs. Thought over a lot of shit in the last few days. Just throw it all in one stack. Over. Nothing but junk. Hope everyone's doing well. Hello. At some point we need to build like an area for them. I wonder. I've thought over everything in the last few days about what we're gonna do with the whole Jura shit situation. No, almost dealing with the Skylar punishment. I will have to check up on at some point. I'd be fully transparent. I'm gonna be fully cooperative with the Overworld on this entire thing. Like I already said I would. I don't need fucking more shit to deal with on my mind. Especially at this moment. Or something. Well, I mean, I wouldn't throw Jura to the wolves. But she committed the crime. She definitely needs to serve. Right? She needs to serve the, in a sense, time or deal with the consequences. I mean, now that I know from Helene that Jura chose to do that on her own volition. Something needs to be done about it instead of just sitting around and letting her volleyball, whatever the fuck the word is. Well, because I have to look at this from both sides. I can't be biased and like sibling biased about this entire thing. I've got more important things to do, especially with Helen. I mean, if they get concrete evidence of more stuff. I wouldn't. I don't want them to execute, but not necessarily my choice. They chose to do things, and if the crime is to that extent. Yeah, she's definitely. It's not. This isn't something to take into lightly, because there's already had criminal past because of accidents. She definitely needs to do. Say if they do the trial of combat, needs to serve her. I am. I mean, if it's not it's about not trusting what Helen said. I have pretty much every right to trust what the actual Empress has said. Again, as much as she's my citizen, she committed an overworld crime. For the overworld crime. But the fact that she entered the castle? If it's about the... I mean, it's... She committed the crime. It was her decision. And fucking choices have consequences. Which times were you... And I also heard it from the high best. I'm obviously gonna trust. Hmm. Should send her a missive. At some point. Hmm. It's just a message. Hmm. My brain is frozen. Brain's not brain, it never works. I need to send her a missive about potentially having an update today about this whole thing. Why did that fucking copy and paste? I almost sent that wrong. I do have more stuff to tell her about this. And I probably need to tell her about Helene. Because the news I have could change things. Because now that Helene's back, I have the... It's hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Hey, wait. The timing. I don't have Zacky. If I go to the Overworld, I gotta make up an excuse. I mean, I could go there whenever if I want. I don't have it. If they can't get mad at me if it's business, right? Is there anything else I would want to bring? It's everything. Stretching, posture check. Posture check. Hmm. Do I just go without a knight? That's something I would do. That's the only one I could bring with me, and he's not. I don't think he's awake right now. I could. Also, I don't want to disturb Rowena. I know she's doing stuff. It's weird, because I can't bring Alma with me. I don't even think they're awake. Plus, I wouldn't bring them in the condition they say that I've been told. I still need to confront them about that whole... Skylar's not a knight anymore. Skylar was stripped of their knight title. And I think that's part of their punishment. I'm gonna take it off the other day. Maybe a week ago. Because of the whole raising their voice at the highest. And with Skylar's attitude, I don't know if they would be... it's just something I can probably do alone. Mm. There's so many freaking... My brain isn't working. My brain is like forgotten what I was gonna look for. Oh, why did the bots exist, man? Heck you. I realistically don't think anything would happen if I went over there. The mailbox if anything didn't send. Someone left emeralds and it duplicated. That's fine. Fine. Fuck. I need to come up with something. The reason as to why I'm here. No, I'm not gonna Oh, that thing is like so loud. I'll just say meeting. Chatting? Can you imagine? We're just in the Blackthorn waiting. Um. It's like two sus. Wow, it's raining. Okay, that's not a purpose for why I'm here. I'll just say meeting. So dark. I got no response. I don't want to barge in. Thunderstorm. Dude, what are the chances she went to Blackthorn? I want to just go up there. It's hard to do alone. I'll check. Oh. Oh.
Emperor Berserk?
I heard it was like Emperor and
Hello.
Emperor.
Helen is back, but yeah, Helen is back, but I guess he is still acting.
It's fine.
Viscount, something.
You could just call me Christark. It doesn't bother me.
Well, it bothers me, acting Emperor,
Why does it bother you?
for no good reason.
I came here thinking they were gonna come to Blackthorn, but I think they're at the waste of it in the Overworld.
Probably.
Oh, maybe.
I've seen you guys though.
Mm.
Bye.
Go!
Okay. Oh, hello. Hello.
Naomi, I have a question.
Well,
Have you been checking our mailbox recently for Radiant Craft?
I shall right now. I shall myself to work on the festival.
Not gonna lie.
No,
I
I'm
I was
checking
here
on the
first,
mail
and then
now.
no one was here, so I went to Blackthorn, and then the Balefire and then were there.
Yeah.
I got confused.
They're over there speaking to Rowena,
Mhm.
I believe.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out a thing. Give me just a second.
I also am figuring out that thing. Click your little shears,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know.
and then
Oh.
and then the item frame.
I got it.
Okay.
Hee. Now I can see
Well, you can see it now.
You look so cute.
Thanks.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh, I got
Did not work for you.
taken by the moon. No, it didn't work for me.
No.
All right. Are we all good to go into the castle potentially?
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, now it worked.
I did it.
Fallen. Yeah, I can see you. Wow.
Meow.
So rainy out today.
It is so rainy.
It's because Balefire was talking about serious stuff. Anytime he does, it rains. And now I blame him for it anytime it rains.
Yeah. Do we want formal or do we want like the lounge?
I'm impartial.
I
When we
think-
go in the lounge, we end up standing in circles.
Well, I mean, there is couches.
And nobody uses them. We all stand on this rug.
Sorry. I don't know.
I guess pull up some carpet in this room full of couches, Christark.
We love a good carpet.
Sit on carpet a lot. Very cozy.
Oh,
So you were saying that you possibly have new information?
Yeah, I got good news,
Okay.
and I think some of it's bad news. Oh no, it's definitely bad.
Okay.
So Helene is back,
Oh, good.
but she's not currently in a good state right now to like run the kingdom. Her health isn't good. That's in a sense better way of putting it.
That's fair.
We're still trying to figure out the full thing, so I'm still.
Is there anything that we can
acting
do
in-
to support her?
Well, it's not something I've ever seen before. That's for sure.
Oh. Okay.
Felt kind of
Well,
bad.
if there's
I
anything
found
that we can do.
we've seen her, and then we kind of like info dumped everything on her.
Oh. Yeah, there's kind of been a busy week. Or I guess 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I did ask her about if she told Jura to spy on the castle,
Right.
and she confirmed with me that she didn't tell her to do it.
even before, like,
Even when they were Spymaster and all that.
So it was under her own free will
Mhm.
every time she's done it.
yeah, if there's been
Ooh.
multiple times. Okay. We did come up with what we think to be really the only degree of punishment that we have enough sufficient evidence for. If you're interested in hearing that. So depending on how things go, if there needs to be a trial, there will be a trial, and if they win, they are simply just exiled from the overworld. Like, they will not be allowed here, not with an escort. They're just exiled from the overworld. And if they lose, they will be jailed, and at the end of their sentence, they will still be exiled from the overworld.
Right?
For the escort, would we rather prefer it to be a nightmare court?
What?
For the escort, if they are to come here with an escort, would it be preferable that we keep them with a knight instead of a normal citizen?
The way that Ophelia brought the information that she brought forward was that she thinks it's smarter, and I kind of agree that she just not be allowed here, period. Not like with an escort, not at all.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
There's too many like villages with waystones and things like that that people have access to that could skirt around the law. And in that situation, if they were found in one of those villages or on overworld realm land kind of period, it would be an offense versus making sure she had an escort or what the ins and outs of that would be. But we did find out that she would have had to have gone into my room specifically, and the information that Rowena said that she had, they are only capable of getting that through contracts that would have been stolen. So we do have like pretty sound evidence that it did happen.
Would it be smart to have a law regarding, since if having people buy land becomes an issue, especially towards criminals and all that, that if they're housing a criminal within our knowing, as if, for example, Jura stays over in Wolvenshire, I feel like the court should have power over that, since even though it's not within our jurisdiction, it is still on overworld land, if you think of it, and that since it's a criminal of some sort, that we still have power over to arrest them and all that kind of stuff.
I think even like Wolvenshire and villages that are claimed by others should still fall under the law of the overworld. There is still one kingdom, one ruler. Like, you are welcome to have your plot of land, but it's not separate from the overall law. I think we could put something like that into our laws to make that more concrete.
Like having a
I feel
state
like-
inside a country kind of deal.
Yeah, I feel like having contracts as well will probably be good to state it in the contract that the village will abide the overworld law and sorts.
Yeah. I've got a rough draft of the new laws that I'm working on expanding on since our last meeting, and I can just include it all into the like village and villager subsection.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's That's the update. That's the catch up. That's
Kind of the same.
yeah. Did I miss anything? Does anybody have anything to add?
Were we gonna mention the trial by combat?
I think I did, didn't
Yeah.
Okay.
I?
Thoughts and opinion on
think
the
you
trial
need-
by combat?
Yeah, thoughts and opinions on that.
I mean, it'd be a similar situation for us if it was someone doing that in our kingdom. Solved by
Yeah.
trial by combat.
I do have a request though.
Mm.
I don't think our arena made it out of the war in one piece. We would end up needing to possibly use the ends.
I mean, I think that's fair. And fine.
Okay.
I don't have. We can go
Okay.
over and look at it at some point. Make sure everything's fit for
I
that
do
situation.
I do want to point out for the trial by combat, since I believe Jura's a Crystallian, right?
There would have to be some strict rules.
Right, we will need Jura to at least smack some kind of
Not gonna name it.
Mhm.
Some
an
kind of
animal or some
entity before
sort
it starts.
to disable their passive ability.
Yeah, and if it is a trial by combat that goes on longer than the
I
draining
believe-
of her passive ability, then if she were to use it, that's like there's got to be a failsafe. She can't just use that ability and make it an unfair fight. Even in the fight that Ophelia had with Vela, their powers were not to be used.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been a trial by combat last longer than that cooldown period time would be? Or are they
mean-
usually over pretty quick?
How long did Vela's last? Do you remember, Arlo?
It didn't last that long.
I feel like the only issue is just that Crystallians can float, can they not?
They have to activate it,
I see.
right?
But the
I'm
last
not
time she
quite
had
sure.
one, it didn't last long anyway. It didn't last long enough to the point where she would need the. But it's still good to have the failsafe just in case. We'll get her to
Yeah.
smack
I
an
do
Enderman or
know.
something.
I do know their passive ability. Their cooldown lasts about 10 minutes at most.
Yeah.
It should be enough time for, I guess, the trial to end.
Yeah.
But
we've
if
seen-
not,
Plenty of time.
As the acting ruler, and I guess Jura's overarching official, would you have a preference on who the trial by combat was with, or is that something that we would be allowed to?
No, that's that's all your choice.
Okay. And then just going off of what has happened previously, I would write up a rule book and propose it to you and have that be agreed upon before it ever happens with her signature on it so that we acknowledge that she is aware of those rules in case something is to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
what if she declines those rules and then
Well,
decides to become a fugitive?
then you escalate the you escalate the consequences.
At
I
that point,
suppose.
wouldn't we have her in custody? Hopefully.
You would, yeah. So if the trial by combat goes through, you arrest her, and she is in a cell until the date of the trial by combat arrives, and then she goes through with the trial by combat. If she succeeds in the trial by combat, she walks freely and just never comes back to the overworld. If she fails the trial by combat, she completes an extended prison sentence and then is released to never come back to the overworld at the end.
I feel like it'd be more preferable if we take her into custody first and then show her the trial by combat rules.
Yeah.
Just in case if she plans to evade it.
Yeah,
Arrest,
I agree.
interrogate, and then trial.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Arrest when?
I mean,
I guess whenever she's spotted, I know she's probably gonna be staying in the end. If
yeah.
anything.
Are we welcome to arrest her on Endarian property?
Yeah, you have my permission. Committed the crime needs to be.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hide her. Or
I feel like she would be aware if we were to come after her, though.
Yeah. She absolutely will be. And I think
And
that's exactly
those-
why she'll avoid the overworld too. Is like if we were trying to arrest her on our ground.
Mhm. I would say it'd be preferable if none of us are awake by the time she is like around walking around. I think it'd be preferable to have one of the Endarians, especially at night, to make the arrest and hold her into custody until we are
Around.
yeah.
I, it's not a bad shout.
the
having
worry about
cooperation
that
on-
situation is there's only one night that I think we could realistically trust to do that, and I don't know if he has the keys to the cells currently. Because I don't really trust Ama with a certain. There's something I have to confront her about, and it's a problem she has.
Mm.
I'm not opposed to this, but she also hasn't been informed about the whole Jura situation there, and I'm not sure how she would react.
Zack for Captain when? I'm jesting.
I mean, I've thought about it. If Ama doesn't get their act together and figure things out, we have to confront her about it at some point.
Amma sent me a mail, a book, a letter is the word.
One of those things.
It's one of the many.
She sent me a letter in regards to wanting to meet about something.
Oh. I mean, maybe it's
What?
about Skylar raising their voice.
It's possible.
Skylar
Now
kinda
knowing-
dodged a bullet on that one.
Well, now knowing that it's possible that Amma's not in the best state of mind kind of worries me. The whole situation has worried me.
This has been a lot to
Well,
think
I
about in
hope-
the last week.
Yeah.
I hope you have a night with you when you meet with the general, just in case.
Yeah. I really try not to go anywhere alone, which is
I mean,
why
I don't think
with
she would do
everybody-
anything reckless. It's just like I know she's had a few problems with, I guess. I was informed she's had a few drinking problems as of late.
Oh.
Can be kind of an unpredictable environment there.
I mean, the only time when you have a drinking problem is if something's causing it.
I mean, many things. I mean, for a point there, we didn't know where Helen was.
I see.
Losing Apollo definitely can't help.
Yeah. Oh. All right. So I am going to maybe if I have an empty book. This is my party planner. That's not going to work. Hmm.
Do you need me to make you one?
I've got the stuff to make one. I just need to make it.
Yeah, that's smart. Keep the materials to make a book and quill is always handy.
I'll be right back.
How was your trip, Barlowe?
It was alright.
Did you guys all make it back safely?
Yes, we did. It was just like a scouting mission. Olivier kept us entertained.
Right. Oh,
It would have been a lot more boring if it was just balefire.
oh. Like the character.
Indeed.
Okay, so the plan is arrest, whether on Endarian or overworld ground. Interrogate and identify reasoning, engage compliance. What do we want to do after that? Issue ruling?
Yeah.
And decide upon equivalent consequences.
Right, Christark. Regarding Alma's situation,
Hmm?
would it be best if Alma is having some problems? Wouldn't it be best to relieve them of their position currently
That's what I'm
until they
thinking
are
of.
better?
I have to confront her about it.
I see.
Because she had. I didn't find out. I found this out from someone else. The day, it was just a few days ago, when I had a talk with her. She seemed completely fine. But again, she could just be hiding it.
I see.
I have the permission to, like, change things around and everything. But I want to make sure Helen would be okay with it first before I do anything.
Right.
My only worry is how to Helen feel better.
Would it
Release.
potentially be helpful for her to see Ophelia, maybe?
I mean, we could
Is
definitely.
it physical or mental?
I think it's a bit of both. It's
I mean,
a
I'm sure
whole
Ophelia
thing
can
that.
help with the physical state,
Yeah.
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 but knowing that the Empress is a voidling, I think it'd be best if Ophelia heads over there to the kingdom instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys are welcome to come to. He'd be at that time.
Hmm.
The plan for
Okay.
something.
Do you want to show us the blackthorn to the arena?
Sure.
I think we could do that. Hold on, let me get my emeralds out. Okay,
Totem.
2 blackthorn.
Here, I'll log us in.
Okay.
You guys see the dragon last time you were here?
Thought you. Why did you do that?
Well, because I'm an independent woman. Now I have 2.
Yep, now you're double registered.
Yep.
Did you guys see the dragon statue last time? I can't remember.
I think it was built, but I didn't get a chance to, like, really look at the
With it.
detail.
We can look at that after if you'd like.
Yeah.
I think this is still the warp stone, the arena. That is.
Hey, poof.
If you'd like, we can go up there and look at it.
Okay.
Also, I like your new fit, Ali. Very cute.
Oh, thanks. I was hunting pigs.
I don't think we haven't had a trial in by combat in a minute, which is a good thing.
I feel like this trial by combat should be kept secrecy. Especially
not.
towards us
No, yeah.
a certain someone.
I wouldn't want
Yeah.
it to be public.
I don't. It doesn't really need to be.
Yeah, it'd be preferable if it wasn't.
Are we allowed to see down below?
I can. Or have a block on me.
Ah, I didn't go.
Have a block on me. All that.
They just
You
don't.
got this.
But yeah, at that time we can go do like a thorough check over and like get tools and stuff ready in the moment.
Who? I guess it depends on who from the overworld is going to be doing the trial. Depends
Yeah.
on what weapon will be used, I suppose.
Would it be better if we have chosen Balefire to do it, as it was actually towards Balefire?
It was his information.
Yeah.
By that logic, it's technically against me too.
Yeah.
But if we do that, there has to be dogs in here.
Yeah. To
Right.
make it fair.
Yep.
But yeah, you guys can.
Oh, there's a man. Hello,
There's
sir.
at least a good amount of room to
Hello, sir.
get around.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Balefire has some anger he'd like to get out.
He seemed a lot more unbothered than I thought he would be.
Well, that's what I was saying, is it's information that had she asked, she likely would have gotten anyways.
As I say, he's kind of told everybody now, so like it's not really secretive. But
Yeah.
I'm not really aware about Balefire situation, but I wouldn't question it.
It's a guy, that's all.
I think
He's
he was
just a goofy
pressed
little
to-
fella.
little
He's
guy.
he's the guy that the sets calls Jellybean, man.
I didn't know that. That's so cute.
it's because the reasoning is really horrid, but the set said that he's like a jelly bean because his organs feels like jelly beans, is what she said.
She felt his organ?
Well,
I
they
think many people
apparently
have.
they were hanging out. The
Oh,
organs
they
were hanging out.
Oh,
So I guess the sec got too curious and touched them.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
it was something.
I can't say that's how I would spend my time, but
getting to know someone, touching their heart.
but yeah, I like this arena. And I think, like I said, if it were to be Ollie, because he's involved, there would definitely need to be dogs, but realistically, Balefire could do just as good of a job. And with Balefire's fighting style, likely would be sword to sword, not his, special sword, but swords.
Yeah. I mean, you really got three options. Like me or Balefire because we're personally involved, or Arlo because he's the captain.
I mean, Atticus is an option also. I just don't think it necessarily...
It's just doesn't make sense for him to do it.
Yeah.
It would make sense for me or Balefire because we're involved, and it would make sense for Arlo because he's the captain.
Yeah. Arlo, do you have any interest in being the one?
I don't mind being the one.
Okay. Well, that's something that we can all talk about when we're all together again, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm
I would
afraid if
also
you
ask
have Balefire do
first.
it, it's gonna make people ask more questions.
I mean, it's a healthy environment and a safe place to get out all the frustration and anger.
It is.
I think people
That
are
it
gonna
is.
ask questions regardless if they eventually find out
Yeah.
Yeah.
about like Jura being missing.
I can question Balefire.
Okay. Hi.
Oh.
It's so nice being able to see your clothing.
Yeah.
As much as your armor is cool, I enjoy not having to see it.
Not having to see like 24/7.
Yeah, you just were always wearing the same thing every time I saw you, and that was not as fun.
That means now I gotta put on my other stuff to show off at some point.
Yeah. Show me all the things.
Like a fashion show.
Yes! Christark fashion show.
I got a couple.
Just
A
me?
couple bits nobody's seen yet.
I've spent a lot of time in isolation over the last week. I've been sewing a few things. I could show off a few outfits.
What if we just had a fashion show?
Yeah, just all the friends. Fashion show.
It's
Do you
You
have
turned
fashion
my
to
place
show?
into a seamstress
Fashion
joint.
show.
Yeah, fashion show. Do you have stuff that you could show off? We could all have a fashion show.
I mean, I could.
Yeah, yeah.
We
But
could
yes.
host an event, a small event for it.
Ooh. But yeah, I was in there by myself for so long. I had to find something to do.
Could have just came over onto shore and hung out.
I was making stuff.
I've been just doing paperwork for the last few days. How fun.
Fair.
If I would have had access to all my supplies, I probably would have done paperwork, but I have been displaced from my home.
I could have went and got your stuff. You just never asked for it.
I'm not gonna move into your space. I just am sleeping there. Well, not
You turned
sleeping
it
there.
into a seamstress area.
Well, yeah, because that doesn't make a mess.
So I gotta go around and pick up scraps of fabric for the next week.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't mind it.
Womp womp.
Pretty much.
Hey, Christark, how do we get out?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a word plate right there.
that'll lead to a prison cell, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's where you go when you
Oh.
lose.
That's
No.
where we take I think it normally is set so it takes the prisoner out of
Oh,
their
so you can
cell.
go from the prison to here.
The best
without
bet
going.
would be me individually picking each person up and flying them out.
Alrighty. I guess.
There's really no easy way to get out of this unless you fly.
Ooh. I like flying. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's flying is fun until your dad throws you off a cliff. It tells you to fly.
Oh, what?
Fly or fall, I
Yeah, that
suppose.
sounds very traumatic.
Yeah. I don't have any wings or reason for that, so.
It's so much safer on the ground, honestly.
Yeah. I'm short. I like to stay close to the ground.
Ooh, they sell eggs. You can throw at people.
I want one of these popsicles.
Yeah, I think all the food and goodies are still here.
At least there's
Popsicle.
no rotten tomato here. Horrible time. Horrible time.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened with the rotten tomato?
I witnessed Vincent throw a rotten tomato at Amelia.
Oh, I did hear about that. He told me he could down somebody with a tomato, and I thought it was crazy sounding.
Why would he do that?
It was by accident.
Or it was attempted murder.
No, it was by accident. Amelia got in front of him as he was throwing it.
Yeah.
Crystallians be kind of crazy, don't they? Just
I
downing
don't think
people
you should
left and
give
right.
any throwing weapons to them. It's a bad idea.
Just kind of unhinged by the sound of it.
Looks very pretty down there.
Oh yeah, do we want to go down and look? There's some new
Sure.
buildings.
Being short now, I can't see over the fence, so
Yeah, there's a few new
I
buildings.
would like to be close to things so I can see them.
There's a few new buildings. The last time.
Oh yeah, we were gonna see the dragon. Show me the dragon.
That wagon over there.
Ooh.
Wow.
The little guy.
Yeah, this was here for the Star Festival, but I didn't stop and see it. I was like kind of on my way. But it's
This
so
is cool.
pretty.
Alright, speaking about beacons, I still need to talk with Balefire about that.
Yeah. I gave him all the beacon.
Yeah.
So pretty. So well done.
I believe it was Sundew that
I
did.
really hope all the beacons you gave him aren't the ones he'd put in Nightshade.
I mean, I gave him 10. So if he put 10 beacons in Nightshade...
Well, there's absolutely 6 out there.
I think does he purchase himself?
I hope. It'd be terrible use of castle funds.
Because the beacons that were given to us were the citizens.
Yeah, the beacons aren't cheap.
I had to buy one for the castle.
I tried to buy one from Mixars, but Mixars told me that he already gave us stocked out to the castle.
Yeah, we have 10. Balefire has them all. We just got to decide where we want to put them.
I would put one towards the back of the castle for sure.
Yeah.
Front's pretty well covered, but the back, and I don't know about the tower. The tower might need one too, but
Yeah.
who knows?
The particle effects can be annoying after a while.
I like them. I think they're pretty.
Particles that are not my own.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of yellow squigglies coming out of his face.
Yeah, but they're pretty.
I
What
mean,
y'all
they're
been up?
nice looking until it's all in your face.
Yeah, until you're the
Yeah.
one trying to see through them all.
Yeah.
It gets chaotic when you're over there next to the 6 at Nightshade Village, and it's just confetti in your face.
I like these plants.
They're kind of cool.
Yeah.
Pretty colors.
Which one? The one with the gradient or the like fanned out one?
The fanned out one.
Oh, I like the gradient one. Goes from pink to purple. I need to plant that big old tree that Vincent has.
Big tree.
I like the trees from the end. They're way bigger than the trees in the
little bit.
overworld.
You chop one tree
True,
down and it
yeah.
gives you a whole bunch of wood.
They're very large. This is a cool building.
You guys
And
seen these
ominous looking.
buildings yet?
I don't remember what I saw when I was here.
I mean, it's like a sushi shop over there.
Sushi.
Yeah, Sundew.
Oh, speaking of, I still have to go out and catch a bunch of cod.
Yeah, we were
Fishing?
supposed to do that.
Yeah, I gotta go fishing.
We gotta go fishing.
Yeah. I need so much cod for the birthday.
Time for us to all go
Oh.
fishing and get.
I at least have us a spot we can fish now without phantoms.
Yay! We should go
I think you should invite the fishing club. The cult.
Go
It's a
fishing,
club.
Go fishing, go fishing.
Yeah,
go
invite the fishing
go
cult. I'm sure they will all love to fish for you.
I'm down to go fishing. God.
Whatever this bowl is, it looks delicious.
It's ramen. It says ramen.
Yep.
Can you not see the ramen?
Well, there was a snout in the way.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Could not have been mine. No way. This was trying to get a good sniff of it. But it has a weird egg in it.
You not like eggs?
Not very much. I don't mind eggs as an ingredient. I don't like eggs when I can see their insides.
Oh, that's so fair.
Yeah.
I like scrambled eggs.
Yeah. It's like, that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Like omelets? Omelets are good.
Arlo, what's your favorite food?
my favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
I really enjoyed the baguettes from the Witherspoons.
Ooh, I haven't been to Witherspoons in a long time.
Last time I was there, that sheep was still in the chair.
Oh, the sheep.
Yeah,
The mountain sheep.
yeah.
You
Just
can
been there
remove
for
that
months.
sheep from the chair, and he will just find his way back.
Let's see. Do I have my favorite food on me?
I mean, all I do know is that Naomi is selling popcorns and marshmallows on a stick over at the Adventure Guilds.
Marshmallows.
I bought a bunch
Ooh.
because I didn't get any from the flower festival, so I went over there and I got one of each color of the marshmallows.
You didn't get any at the flower festival?
No. Well, I got the one that I think Arlo gave me, but I didn't get the collection, and I've been collecting all of the cool things that happen around festivals.
Uh,
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I just have this giant collection of stuff.
Oh, there's
I
gonna be
love-
so much more.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You guys are not ready for what I have
Oh,
asked them to do for my birthday.
do you need help with anything?
Maybe.
I
Do we need
mean,
help with anything?
me collecting glowing bulbs would be really nice to make those, those fairy lights at the flower festivals.
Yes.
Oh, these ones? Or is it? I think it's one of the pink trees. This is the ones I got for you a while back.
Yes, those ones.
Ah,
oh, I need to try and get
We're
some
gonna
of
need
those
a lot of those.
blue hangy things from the Nether.
You know what we really should try and get?
What?
The lights that are named after the ball.
The
Okay.
blue ones.
The verdant lights. There's verdant lights.
Oh, the
Oh, frog lights. Good luck.
oh,
I think we will need the help of an Ethereum for that.
Yeah.
Do we have any Neverian friends, guys?
Not
I
really.
know Athena, but
Arlo, do you have any really good Neverian friends that can help us with lights?
you think Captain Rixaris would help us?
Yeah.
Not with a side task like that.
Side task. Lenora's birthday is a side task?
Maybe to
Oh.
Rixaris.
Oh, God. Well, if he wants to make Laurentia happy, he better do the birthday.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not think that Lenora is how you make Laurentia happy. In fact, I think she's rather terrified.
Oh.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Not everybody's built like us.
Yeah. Like, she was like, we should get married. And then Balefire said what Balefire said. And then all of a sudden she was like, I'm never talking to you again. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Didn't she immediately send you a letter, though? That's
She
not
sent me
not talking to you again.
Well, she just was like, I feel like I need to explain myself. And then she's like, I think I need some space. And I was like, well, okay. You just proposed, but that's fine.
It's been a while. That's
Yeah.
that's a bad way to end a proposal.
damn.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't think Laurentia has any favor for me whatsoever.
I think she's missing out.
Maybe. I don't know her situation. I hope she's happily in love somewhere in the Nether.
Yeah.
Love is challenging.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
I didn't say it was easy. But I got like a lot of weight on my shoulders in the last like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you kind of been handed a plate full of stuff.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I had to go speak with Balefire now. I was waiting for him to finish this conversation.
I see.
But
Okay.
I'll ask him about the thing.
Okay.
Right.
Good luck.
Why?
Well, then be safe.
Bye. Will do.
Boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, bam, ba, bam. You mentioned wanting stalls at the ball. Do you have something in mind that you want to sell there besides the accessories, of course? Right.
Where did was gonna say, where did Lenora go? But they were just hiding behind Ollie and I couldn't see them.
She does that sometimes.
I was gonna be worried that we lost the high vessel.
I would be very worried if that happened.
I just hide sometimes. It's fine.
I mean, it's a safe place to hide.
I say we go back to the overworld and we put on our fanciest clothes and we go fishing for cod.
Our
We go
fanciest
fancy.
clothes.
We'll go fancy fishing. Yeah, fancy fishing.
Fancy fishing.
Fancy fishing. Say that 5 times fast.
Fancy fishing, fancy fishing, fancy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably have to excuse myself. I do have to work on the festival for the Woven Festival.
If you need anything, you can always let me know.
I should probably let you know that I did request help from Skylar to help build.
Okay.
Since I think they needed some stuff off their mind, so.
If
That's
Skylar
fine.
causes you any trouble, tell me.
Yeah, just keep your wits about you.
Mm.
I mean, it's fine. They are an employee of Radiant Craft, so.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, I do gotta go though. Anyways,
Okay.
hope you guys have
Let's-
fun with fishing. Do be
Yeah.
careful.
We will be. Let's go get our fancy clothes on and go fancy
I don't
fishing.
know if I have fancy
Okay.
stuff on me right now. I could check.
Ooh.
Actually, I do. Oh, wait, because you haven't seen it. Because only my
Yeah.
armor shows up.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the overworld and then we'll meet back up and then we'll go
I'll
fishing.
meet you guys at the Waystone.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Hey.
I technically have to go to the bubble because it's at the bubble.
Oh, okay.
It's my new one.
Let's lead the group.
Fancy fishy. Look, I put the realistically just end my POV here. You guys can't see the fishing. Ah, Helen's away. Won't be me. But I'll keep it going. You can all watch the. Second.